anymore. The secrets of love keeps you in a beautiful, blessed place and space, like a wide open door that I can walk in and walk out whenever I get ready to, until what belongs to me is drawn to me. That person I can call food, whose love is true, who truly means what he say and say what he means. Because it's walking in his spirit being clean. That means his mind, his thoughts is no longer operating promiscuity, which keeps you entangled in toxic energy. When you join somebody whose mind is all off in all kinds of promiscuities and looking at women, this, that, and the other thing, undisciplined, pretending to be your friend through thick and thin, but lying to you outwardly, that's keeping you tied up in his or her toxic energy. And then you wonder, why is things not happening for me? Why is this being blocked? God said, let me tell you, I don't even want to stay on that page of even talking about it, except for I'm giving you your clarity so you won't have to keep walking that disparity. But the thing that is that you want to separate yourself from that kind of mess so that you can continue to stay blessed. Because you better taking care of your own self, loving your own self, renewing your own self, healing your own self, restoring your own self. Now you walking in clear frequency health. And now clear frequency health is going to be drawn to you because, see, you resisted the devil and he flees. That means you resisted that lower animal energy, that lower 3D level, that lower level of the flesh where, I don't care about this, that, or the other thing when it comes to the B-I-B-L-E. I got to do me. Well, that's keeping the flesh on the throne, and that's why that person keeps on going through that inconsistency over and over again and will continue to be alone because, see, you're doing it. Not only are you doing it after you have the clarity and after you've heard from God Almighty, you really think you're out slicking God? You really think you're out doing the word that rhymes with slicking God? No, you just literally is out slicking yourself. And then stuff don't even operate the way you want it to because the electricity is on. You're doing dead work. You're trying to do it and you're doing it wrong. You're doing it in your own ability. You're doing it in your own mind according to the way that you learn to do promiscuity with society. That is not where I called you to be. I called you to rightly love, privately as well as openly, led by God Almighty, Holy Spirit. That means you're led by the wisdom of God's presence in your ear, being able to hear. But God said, don't fear, I'm with you, sweetie. Don't fear, I'm even inviting you to the right frequency. Don't fear, the right frequency will be drawn to you because you took time to love yourself and become whole in of yourself. And you're not living a life of promiscuity. You're living a life of true love, oneness, and alignment of your assignment with me. And because you're living in the alignment of your assignment with me, your right frequency is drawn to you easy as 1, 2, 3. But it's your discipline in and of yourself that draws to you that right health and that right discipline too. Because now what is inside of you is drawn to you. And that's where you overcome the world because you understand it's me being true to me that draws the right frequency. Because if the wrong frequency tries to attach itself to your right frequency, because they can see that your walk is true, but they're not really being true too. Once again, the same way that you try to deceive God is when you're trying to deceive God's child. You're literally trying to deceive God, and God is saying, I see you. I see you. What you're doing behind the scenes is not true. You're trying to deceive my daughter. You're trying to deceive my son. Well, I'm going to have to do what I have to do. And God will even say, don't you say nothing. Just let them go ahead and do what they need to do. And they self-deceive. Their own love life is not true. And it's not blessed. But it's under arrest. And things are not working out the way they would want it to. And it's looking worse and worse every day. Because they think it's about what they say. The very air you breathe is not by you. So how are you going to go according to what you say, telling God what you're going to do? That is not walking in the truth. That's walking in the lie where you fry, especially after the truth has been given to you. But whatever the case may be, any person with half a mind will understand, if I'm taught to live in my own frequency and I want true love for me, then I'm going to do what God has told me to do so I can stay free from all of that old day passed away inconsistency that's messing up my frequency, that's causing my blessing to be blocked. I don't have no time for that. I don't have a mind for that. The communication of the Most High frequency of flowing like rivers of water is not even going to pour through into somebody who's pretending to love you. You got to keep growing stronger and stronger in your wisdom as a queen, stronger and stronger in your wisdom as a king. When you learn the lesson from yesteryear's tears and fears, you no longer want to live in those years. Those years are left behind. Now you're living in a new. Now you're becoming renewed every day. Now you're becoming stronger every day. Now you're becoming wiser every day with hearing clear what the Spirit of the Lord has to say. Now you remember, oh, I went through that already. I'm not going back, you know. And you're never going to allow the devil to have the last laugh. That devil is the mind of that old way, that old walk, that old talk that didn't serve you, that was lying to you, that was messing around behind the scene, you know, that was unclean. And unclean, not just spiritually, mentally, but even physically too, and bringing all kinds of stuff home to you. Okay, that you don't want to live in those type of things of unclean. That is just an unclean physicality come from an unclean mentality. The thing is that you have a beautiful day when you understand what the Spirit of the Lord has to say. When you live in your frequency and you're true to you, then your frequency is going to be true to you too, and that's the frequency that's going to be drawn to you, and you're going to walk and break through at the breakthrough, and that's where the life of unlimited prosperity is simply automatically added to you, mentally, emotionally, devotionally, physically, and financially, through and through. Because once again, you're becoming a queen to where your unlimited prosperity is already on the inside of you, the thing that you love to do. And then the thing that your boo loves to do too. And you all doing what you love to do, and your family's doing what they love to do. Your unlimited prosperity is being added to you in this beautiful day of technology. You just continuing to be who God created you to be. And more, the more that you just allow yourself to be and allow who God created you to be to flow freely for all to see and know and understand, this is God's hand. This is not me trying to be glorified by a lie, by where I live and die, and I've been self-deceived, unbelief, and then eternally grieved. No, this is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth that's made me free, inwardly into outwardly, and it's the same truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth that I'm pouring into all who have a heart of purity. That means humbleness before the living words of God Almighty coming through, that's going to pour into you and uplift you and elevate you with where you're going to celebrate you and know that, wow, I even feel the freedom too. I'm not allowing toxic energy to be added to me. I'm not going to continue to go through not being able to receive my blessings and receiving love that's true. I want real love. I want bright love. I want fun love. And God's love is not boring at all. God's love is exciting. It's happy. It's comical. It's fun. God jokes, plays, loves, laughs. It's talented. Every matter of fact, it all comes from God. This has been perverted by the devil from the lower level of doing things that the world has taught our minds, our times, and the word that runs time to do. I mean, get your behind out of the world and get back into the truth that makes you free, to where you come back home to your deity, to your crown mind, to your Christ mind. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Your Christ mind is your crown mind, and be the queen God created you to be, and be the king God created you to be. Because he whom the Son of the light of Jesus is one of those Christ makes free